All right. Welcome everybody to Am I Tripping? So today I have a co-host, which is my cousin. Cousin, go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Tasha. I'm Teresa' cousin.
Oh my dad, bitch, continue to say
Oh,
who
on her
you
daddy's side, we're actually second cousins.
second cousin. Yes, yes, yes. So my cousins came on because we're gonna talk about today about marriage, co-parenting, and blending families and how the fuck this shit works. Like, was it easy? Was it hard? And I'm glad I got her on because everybody knows I'm a lesbian and she is not. So she's married to a man. So the co-parenting and the lifestyle, of course, is different. So, and I believe that we married to two people from, is your husband from New Orleans or he's not?
Nope.
So we're married
He
with
from Texas.
just like my wife. Okay, so
Yeah.
so we can vibe on this. We can vibe on this. So I want to start off by saying, like, for me, my question for the night, like, am I tripping? Is when you're in a marriage and you are having issues with maybe like your bonus child, or you having issues with your wife or your wife's I'm saying wife, your spouse, family member, do you feel like you address that, or do you feel like they need to address that situation?
So with that, I've had plenty of issues with my mother-in-law, with my brother-in-law, with his cousins because his cousins none of them like me because of the other baby mama was she was putting in their ears, so they was like, "Oh, I don't like her. She this, she that." But you don't know me. Stop playing with me. You don't
Right.
know me.
You don't fucking
With
know
his
me.
mama, I had issues with her because she was always putting her 2 cents in or whatever. And it's like the mom put her 2 cents in, and then she sit and put her 2 cents in, and then she run and tell the little brother, and the little brother sitting up here and running and telling the other brother. So it's like it was just an ongoing circle, little cycle or whatever. So what I did was I kept my distance for a while, and she kept calling me, like, "What you doing? How you been? What I did. You ain't talking to me. What I did. You did something.
How
You
long
did
have you been
something."
married to your
Oh,
husband?
since 2017, but
How
we've
long you
been
guys been
together.
together
We've been
before
together
marriage,
since 2006
and you got married
in 2017.
in 2017?
Yeah.
So mine, of course, is a little bit different, a little bit out there. I met my wife online in May of 2020, and in June I was married in 2020. COVID, yeah,
So
COVID, COVID
where you
wedding,
messed up
June
there,
wedding. I fucked up
y'all
there.
didn't y'all didn't y'all didn't get to know each other.
We didn't know each other. We didn't know
That's
each other. But I have to say, the person that we went through the same, little stuff that most people go through when you get married. You got to go to the married counselors. We did all of that. So, and everything was like match made in heaven. But you know what the true saying is, you don't know a person until you live with them.
live with them. Yep.
And I have two bonus kids, which is 18 now and 20. And I have my biological son who is 11. So we got some age difference there. So you know unfortunately, like, you have a relationship or had a relationship with your in-laws. Me, I don't. They're very Christian. They're very um into church, and they don't believe in a lifestyle. I was told I would never be called her wife. um yeah, I've never met my mother-in-law, never. And I've been married almost I've been married 3 years now, going on 4. Well, be gone. I've been married 3 years. So
Mm.
that's a big thing. But I don't trip.
There's
I don't give a fuck about in-laws. So it doesn't matter to me.
so with that, if it's you and your spouse, it's you and your spouse. Like anyone outside is like they really don't matter.
But what if your
The
spouse don't
Bible
feel that way? How does that work? How does that work if your spouse feels like, well, my family member is making points or my family member is this. How does that work?
So what does she feel that they're making points? It's like, okay, mom don't accept it. So you knew how your mom was. So if you knew your mom wasn't gonna accept it, you shouldn't have married me.
Which I don't think that's the problem. We don't have that kind of issue. We just have more of an issue of a dynamic. I think just us being like parenting is kind of weird for us, I guess, because I still have my ex in the picture. Um, and she co-parents with Tamaz, and everybody knows it's TK. TK's been in Tamaz's life ever since he was 4. That's who I moved to Georgia with. That's who I was with in a relationship with. Um, and we're like best friends. We were best friends prior. We're best friends now. Like that's just what it is. And I have to really respect my wife because she came in knowing that, and she saw it and she saw the flow and saw that it was nothing there. She didn't have no ill feelings like, oh my God, what the fuck? Y'all trying to do something behind each other. None of that. None of that. I don't even know how I got in a relationship with the motherfucker. I don't even know because she was my nigga. But it just happened. But just being married is just a whole different ball game than being single, I'm seeing. And me not really being in a relationship with her long, like you with your husband, it plays a big dynamic part, I'm seeing, because we really got to know each other. We're getting to know each other through building marriage. And it's hard
The
because
first 5 years is hard.
yeah,
The first
it
five
is.
the first 5 years of marriage is hard because you know how many times I want to throw in the towel and be like, I just can't do this. Me and my husband actually separated for several months. He moved out because I couldn't do this.
You couldn't do it. What was
I
it
couldn't
that
do
you couldn't do? Was it
it.
just the family
It
members? Was it the blended kids? Like
that right there.
the blending? How old is the blending kids?
So it wasn't the kids. It was the so the baby mom, of course, don't like me because I told her I would drag her ass. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
Luckily, when
And
you
it's
gay, we
like
don't have to worry about that.
so it's like she she was keeping the kids away from him or whatever, and that was starting to stress him out. And like I told him, I was like, oh shucks. I was like, take and go and be with, go be with them. Whenever you feel like you want to go see them, go. Like go. I don't have that issue. I don't have that problem. I'm not insecure. I know where I stand. But she was just making it hard for him, and the harder it was making him, the harder she was making for him, the more stress he was being. It was
And that
to a
caused
point
tension
to
into
where
your household.
yes, it was to a point to where he didn't see his kids for like a year and a half.
Damn.
A year and a half, she wasn't answering the phone calls, none of that. She moved all the way. Now Houston is big,
Yeah.
so from my house all the way to the north side, that's an hour. She
Yeah.
moved an hour and a half away, and she
Yeah,
wanted
she
him to
wasn't seeing them.
drive
You
that
wasn't seeing them
hour.
function.
She wanted him to drive an hour and a half just to see them for two
She
hours.
made it difficult. She really did. Like she was like,
Yeah,
fuck this shit. I'm about to make this shit
yeah.
difficult. Okay.
So if I told her, I was like, look, I don't want to do this no more. Like, go be with your kids. If you being with me is stopping you from seeing your kids, we don't need to be together because I'm not the type that's gonna come in between you and your kids. Because I know how I am behind my phone.
Right.
I,
Right.
I I know how I am behind mine. But guess what? When you leave my nigga, I ain't gonna stop you from seeing them. Come get them.
Yeah, come get them. Like
Come get
that's
them.
us.
Like,
I don't give a
come
fuck.
get them.
Long as
Ain't
we,
no
long
Billy
as we,
baby
long as
mama.
we meet the new girl, and we feel that energy, and we know she ain't
My
on no
kids
ill
are
will shit.
older.
I don't
I
care.
don't much need to meet her. I don't need to meet her. My kids older. My youngest is 15.
Oh,
I
oh
mean,
yeah,
I'm
your
sorry.
kid
The
old.
youngest is 13, not 15. I don't need to meet her. Not at all.
Right. So
Not
how
at
did
all.
the actual like the blending when you guys did get to blend and you get to blend with the
I
kids?
never met them.
Oh, oh, You never met you still haven't met your stepkids? Your bonus kids?
No, no.
Wow. And you've been married how long?
This will be 7 years.
Bitch, I
Yeah.
thought I had it bad when I didn't meet my mother-in-law. I didn't give a fuck. So, but wow. So okay, so my thing I have going on right now, I have, my wife, I have I have um my bonus son here. Um and I the co-parenting thing for us was very hard in the beginning because it was so rapid, it was so fast, the move was so fast. We, you know, dated a month, got married the next month, and then 6 months she moved to Georgia. Um, and her kids were older, so it was cool or whatever. So, we had our little family issue or whatever where it was just like, okay, this bitch crazy. Like they found out who that I was crazy. Like I don't tolerate how I'm coming, how I talk. My wife is very proper. She don't really like talk. She don't her accent, not accent, but her vocabulary is amazing, is up there. So she don't talk to her kids like I'll talk to mine. And I feel like when you co-parenting or you blending your family, I see no favoritism. I see no favoritism in the way I talk to mine versus the way I'm gonna talk to yours. But
Mm-hmm.
that has been always an issue for me because I feel like, you know, as they say, we from New Orleans and we talk so aggressive and everything coming out of our mouth, it's like motherfucker this and y'all niggas this and little bitch go sit down this or whatever. They don't talk to their kids like that. Maybe. I don't know. But my wife,
I don't
she
talk
does.
to my kids like that either.
I do, bitch. I just talk to somebody's gonna get the fuck.
I no, I
Like,
tell them to go sit the fuck down like that. But well, I guess yeah, I do
yeah,
talk to
like
them like
bitch,
that.
you
But
gonna
I'm
get it raw.
lying. I'm lying.
Then to my
Yeah, I'm
you would
lying.
think that's my old man. We don't play no games. Like, the fuck do you want? Don't come in with the bullshit. So, when you're in a marriage and you're co-parenting and you're blending a family, it's so hard for me to deal with issues because I don't want to be the bad guy. I don't want to be the bad guy that goes and talk to my bonus children and say issues that I'm having with them because it makes me look like I'm the bad guy because wait, they wasn't raised like that. So this is, not the norm for them. So I usually approach my wife and I'm like, you need to handle this. You need to talk to them about this, or because I'm having an issue with this. And it's very hard for me because it's like, you go do it. No, because if I do it, it's gonna come off, or it could come off sideways and go left. Because I gotta realize I'm dealing with an 18-year-old and I'm dealing with a 20-year-old. I'm not dealing with children.
Yeah,
So that's a whole different spectrum on its own. Like, so it's like, am I tripping for asking her to, if I'm having issues, for her to go talk to her
they're
child or
they're
children?
grown, so you should be able to talk to them. They're not little kids. If there was little kids, then go to her and be like, hey, this was going on XYZ. Can you talk to them? But they are grown.
They're grown, but at the same time, the issue is they wasn't brought up like we were. So they're not brought up to where you could say your mama could come to you and they can say, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is you doing? You ain't doing what you said you was gonna do. So what the fuck? Like, they're not brought up like us. So if they're not brought up like us, it's very hard for me to talk to you. And I don't do favoritism. I don't fucking rock like that. If I talk to mines in a certain manner, I'm going to talk to yours in that manner because I never want my son to feel as if that, why you talking to this one like a gentle giant, but me, I'm getting that shit raw. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that.
Because I feel like that's on some bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's cool. Because just like if I could tell my son, go sit the fuck down, I should be able to tell you, go sit the fuck down.
But
But if Like, how did that fucking shit work?
So it's okay. So I guess my question is, how do they act? Because they're grown. It's like they're grown, so it's like really shouldn't be no issues there. It
Oh,
sh-
it's issues.
I just see how you did the like, yeah,
It's issues. But I
that's
usually go, and I
crazy.
think that's the problem. Like, I'm going to my wife and I'm saying things, and she's like, well, you address it, or then she'll say, I address it, but I never see the shit get addressed it. So I'm sitting
Oh,
there like, what the fuck
that's
are we
when you
doing?
go to be like, either you address it now or I'm gonna address it.
But I know how I'm gonna come off. So I don't want
You
that.
have to
Like,
learn how to woosah,
I
cousin. Like
don't
you have,
woosah.
but you
I'm
have to
not gonna
learn
woosah.
how to.
It's like, I don't woosah. Because remember, you grown. So you want to be grown, I'm gonna give it to you like you fucking grown.
Mhm.
So that's the the blending. Like, I think this has been the hardest part of my marriage is blending, like blending family. The shit is hard. Cause first of all, I'ma always put it out there. I don't fucking like kids.
That's me.
Don't. I have one. And let me just state this for the record. I did what I was supposed to do by God, and I fucking reproduced. Okay? And that was it. And I went to bitches. That's exactly what happened. So all that other bullshit, I don't know. No, 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 no. So it's very hard for me to to talk to somebody else child in a relationship in a manner if they ain't grow up in the same culture as us to talk to them. I could talk to my 100 bitches. He don't to my I think that ain't gonna phase him. But that might phase her kids because she don't talk like that. So that what makes me be like, okay, am I fucking tripping that I need you to handle this shit? Because even though they grown, I still need you to handle this shit because my approach ain't gonna be your approach. And then your approach may be good or may come off easy. My approach, we might throw some fucking hands at the end of the day because I'm gonna ask who the fuck you talking to if you get sleep. So it's like, what do you do? How do you handle that?
That
Like,
see that one. That's a hard one. When I say a hard one, it's a
and like
real
for the
hard
viewers,
one.
I want to know viewers, like, as my cousin is saying, like she's dealing with you never met your bonus kids. You've been
So
married 17
I
years.
the oldest one I have, and I never tell you issue with him.
Oh, we got
So
different baby mamas.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Ooh.
with
That's
the
that
oldest
breather.
one,
Wait, that's that breather.
with
That's the
the
one you gotta
oldest
just take
one,
a drink on.
you know, he always came around, and when he used to get out of hand, I really didn't used to say anything to him. So I tell his dad, and his dad be like, "You know what to do. He ain't no
But is
different
that your
from the other
plan?
ones." See, that's the thing,
See, and
and
that's what
that's
I'm saying with the co. That's the hard thing about this co-parenting things when you blend families. It's like, at what point do you know
but see, me
what's
and
your
his
plan?
mom had a good relationship, and she
Okay.
already told me she was like, "Get in that ass." So it was different with him.
And see, well, mine is different because, of course, I'm dealing with a woman that no father's in the picture for neither one of them. So I have to continue to deal with her with the situation. And then if I feel like you are too soft, I'm like, what the fuck?
Mhm. That I don't know.
And it's hard.
uh, that's a hard one.
It's super hard, you guys.
But she definitely, you have to once again explain to her, hey, this is what I'm dealing with, this is what's going on. I need you to handle that, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Tell her, hey, I need you to handle that because you're not gonna like the way I approach it. So
And
if
it,
I
that's
approach it this
yeah.
way, then it's gonna be an issue between me and you.
So that's what and audience. That is my whole question on this episode. Am I tripping? Because it is so hard to say when you're married and you do co-parent or you do blend families And it's like, at what point do that boundary do you be like, okay, I don't want to overstep. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, this child is an adult, or in this point, this is their child. So everybody gonna go 100 for this. I'm gonna go 100
Mm-hmm.
for mine. I know she gonna go 100 for hers. Your husband gonna go 100 for his. You gonna go 100 for yours. So it's like, what the fuck do you do? How the fuck do you manage this shit? Because it's like, before this shit starts to manifest and get out of hand, it's like, what the fuck do I do?
So
Like,
because her kids are grown, you come before her kids. Y'all are married, in the
I don't, I,
Bible.
I don't like that way, and I'm gonna tell you
I
why.
don't, no, 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 listen,
Let
listen.
me tell you why.
No, hear me
Because
out.
don't nobody come before
You
to
come
mine.
before mine. I get,
So I don't
I
expect
just
to
about to
come.
say that. I just about
I
to
don't
say
expect
that.
to come before my. I
But
don't. You know. But I do respect for you to respect my fucking mind and handle a situation.
they're grown. I was going at they're grown. So you're supposed to come before them. They're
Yeah.
grown. It's not saying, oh, don't take care of them, don't take up for them. No, but they're fucking grown.
Exactly.
They're fucking grown. Suck that shit up. Suck it up. Get off the titty. Suck it
Get
up.
off it. And
Suck that
I don't,
shit up.
I'm at this, I'm just really at this point where I'm like, marriage or single. I'm putting it out there. It is what it is.
Mhm.
And it's just hard. Some people are built for marriage. I don't think I'm built for this shit.
I'm coming to understand I'm not built for it either.
I don't think I'm built for this shit. And I think it's okay for us to say we're not built for this shit, because this new generation, this new way people look at marriage is totally different. Motherfuckers look at marriage as a property. I'm not your fucking property. I'm your equal. So, it just stems from all of that, going all the way back to how that person was raised. And I don't know, my wife is 10 years older than me. So, that's a number one thing too, because you know, I'm not gonna roll like you roll. I'm gonna roll like I roll. And I'm gonna talk the way I talk, and you're not gonna change me. And of course, my sign, I always throw my sign in there. And she be like, yeah, signs don't mean anything. I don't give a fuck. I'm a Taurus. I'm not gonna change. When I say something, I mean it. I stand 10 toes down, stand on business, as the young kids saying now. I'm not. So it's like, what the fuck do you do? Do you throw in a towel after you done went through several counseling sessions? What do you do when you just like, this isn't working? And you got to be true to yourself. Like, what do you do when you know that this person is not, y'all not on that same wave pattern as co-parenting? Like, what the fuck do you do? And then are you wrong for not stepping to the front, saying something, because you don't want it to go left? And I think that's the issue in my tripping moment. Like, I'm not saying nothing like to the person. I'm talking to my wife about the person that the situation needs to be addressed. But it's like I'm not getting any result. I'm just like still sitting back, like, all right. And then when I go back and I bring that situation up again, it's the same shit. It's like, what you want me to, you wanted it, you could deal with. And it's like, dude, if I deal with it, it ain't gonna be good. So the best thing for me, mentally, physically, emotionally, is for you to deal with it, because that's your youngin.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, y'all, I mean, I want people to chime in, chime in on my, she hasn't met her fucking bonus kids. Like, what is that about? Like, this is bullshit. Because of a baby mom? Like, come on now. We all grown. If you over the man, you over the man. Let this man be in this child's life. are these kids' lives? What is that doing? You ain't doing anything but making this child think that this father don't want nothing to do with them, and it probably is not. That's not the fucking case.
At all. At all.
You know, and that's and if and growing up, that's gonna fuck with them mentally. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it happens to me with my dad. Your cousin, like what is my
Yeah.
dad to you?
Cousin.
Your cousin. So things that I did not know that my mother was doing in the past when I was born affecting me to the point to where I my wife bought me this book. It's called The Shadow Book. The Shadow Journal. This shit is deep. It's fucking deep as fuck. If anybody wants to purchase this book, I don't know where the fuck she got it from, but I don't know. But this shit is deep to where I called my dad and I was like, we need to have a talk because I feel a certain way, and it was shit that was brought out that I didn't even know. So you don't want those kids to grow up with that same energy or with that same mindset, probably like I had, because it was a bitter baby mama. Like my mama was a bitter motherfucker. She was mad. But what that had to do with me being with my daddy? Nothing. But you did what you did, so I couldn't be around him. And that's fucked up. Because at the end of the day, I had the narrative that he didn't want to be the dad that I seen him be with my other siblings. And that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
So, it's like when you marry into everything. You marry into the kids, you marry into the baby mamas, you marry into the baby daddies, you marry into the mamas, you marry into the sisters, you marry into all of it. And it's like, when is it time to throw the towel in? Because it's too much. It's too
See,
much.
with me, I don't let motherfuckers outside this house. They don't matter.
But it has to be you and your partner also that is on that
We both
on
feel that way.
accord, that doesn't
Yeah,
let
we both feel that way.
right. But it what if it's not? What if you have that partner that doesn't they allow others in? So,
Yeah, see, I can't do that.
and it's
I
like,
can't.
I don't know. Today I just been on my I was like, I gotta do a live today about marriage, co-parenting, and blending because this shit is not easy. I find myself always back talking to a fucking therapist, a marriage therapist, because this shit ain't easy. And I'm like, if you gotta keep talking to a marriage therapist when it comes to blending families, I don't think y'all should be together. Like real shit.
That's true.
So for my viewers, I just want to know because we're gonna wrap it up. It's 30 minutes, about to be 30 minutes. I want to know, like, how do you guys out here handle this blended family? Like on a, we grown, we mature, like on a mature level, like not on no petty shit. Like, how do you really handle this? And how do you know when to say this ain't work? Like this ain't fuck me. This
I'm
ain't
ready
what I
to
got.
throw in the
Like,
towel now. It ain't
yeah,
even
like
got
what?
nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with
Like,
outside and blended families and nothing. It's just
like
when you're mentally checked out, there's really nothing that you can do. And that's why I'm telling you, you need to talk to her and tell her, hey, you need to handle that situation or I'm going to handle it. And if I'm going to handle it, you know how I'm going to handle it. It's not going to go well for us. It's not
and
going to
I,
go
and I
well
just
for us.
and I really do. I just feel like the power within me don't like that's because I know it's gonna get ugly. I know it's gonna get ugly. So it's like I just sit back and it's like I can't keep sitting the fuck back. So I just like y'all see, I'm in my room all day in my home.
I
So
don't
y'all
know, cousin.
tell me if I'm tripping. Let me know. My cousin said I ain't fucking tripping.
You ain't tripping. Cause guess what, baby? I've been to click the fuck out and be like, look, all y'all motherfuckers gotta go.
Well, I want to thank my cousin Tahsha from joining us from Texas. You in Houston?
Yep.
In Houston. And she probably be on some more uh
And well,
podcasts with me, along with some of my other family members um from Houston that I haven't seen in a long time. That we're gonna talk about some shit. And like I told y'all, if anybody got some shit they want to get off their chest, you feel like you want to know if you fucking tripping, always comment, always hit me up. I drop my email in there. You know it. Am I tripping? So let's find out. Am I fucking tripping? But till then, we gonna fuck with y'all later. Bye.